Welcome back
Welcome
to
back.
Professor Layton.
Thank you, Jova, for taking my intro.
Curious
Welcome,
Village.
Professor.
Alright. Oh, hello there! Welcome
that
to the
a-
episode start. We're the only inn in the village, you know.
Is that a guy or a woman?
She has boobs, so I'm gonna take a wild guess she's a woman.
I've seen plenty
could
of
be an
anime stuff try to
extremely-
pawn off something that looks feminine as a guy. Seriously, have you seen Amane Nikishi from BlazBlue?
That,
Although, when the textbooks disappeared, I think they were system.
that, and she's called Beatrice, so I'm gonna take a wild guess and that she's a woman.
Well, maybe level 5 was being progressive.
She's wearing a skirt, Jova.
Well, she could
yeah.
be transgender, and I'm getting a little too far with this.
Exactly, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you, but you didn't trouble yourself on my behalf.
Of course.
As long as I have a bed to sleep in, I'm satisfied.
What if the bed's shit?
The professor is a gentleman, and gentlemen do not cause trouble for women, for ladies.
Yeah, but I mean, he has to have some kind of quality standard, right?
He has, but he's not. But he's willing to let go of that standard for the sake of not upsetting the lady. Like a true gentleman.
But he could be polite about it then.
You so basically, what you're telling me is that level 5's interpretation of British gentleman is wrong.
Well, we can.
Ooh,
Yeah,
burn.
but even the most gentlemanly of people can have an issue here or there.
Anyway, pardon
but-
me for a moment. I need to apparently take care of something as per my dad asks. Be right back.
Sure.
Liv,
So,
don't
yeah.
ruin the image of us.
Yes, I
Well,
know.
I
So
guess
in
I'll-
that case, Shiroi, you take care of Luke while I'm gone. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to
Okay,
take
then.
care. I wanted to be Luke.
Fine.
Oh
you-
well.
Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, a hidden puzzle.
Wow, that was really quiet.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you're kind of quiet right now.
Better?
Okay, a work from a famous artist was recently discovered. The painting is a self-portrait of the painter in his later years and is entitled My Beloved. Assuming the artist wasn't a huge narcissist and referring to himself, his beloved should appear in the painting somewhere. Can you find his beloved?
Yeah, himself.
But that's the thing, Liz. We're assuming that he's not a narcissist.
I love myself.
The writing is so weird. I love it. Okay. So yeah, basically, it's a puzzle, and and I mean literally, it's a puzzle. So let's try to see what we can.
Wait, it's Goddard from Ace Attorney 3? Oh my god.
All right. I'm not even gonna bother with the hints because the puzzle pretty much is very self-explanatory. I don't think it.
But the hint box is shining. It's calling for you.
It is. Alright, and guess what? Turns out he wasn't a narcissist. His beloved really is in the painting.
Well, here's my guess. I did it!
Yeah, I did it!
Hey!
Yeah, actually, I agree. Dwibs is better. Dwibs does a better job. Go ahead, Dwibs. You be with. Sorry, Shiroi.
Sorry, Shiroi.
Oh,
Hey,
Not to mention, you're so quiet.
Easy peasy.
Oh.
Now let's go and find some more puzzles.
Indeed. Very well, my boy. Off to find more puzzles we shall.
Where's the next one? We better get back to searching for Claudia, Professor.
Very well. Let's go try to find Claudia. As this guy told.
Claudia, where are you?
As this guy told us in the last part... Oh, actually, no. First, we're going to go here into the city. Actually, the village hall, actually.
Okay.
So this is Rodney. This is the village hall. Actually, go ahead, Lips. You'll be this
This
guy.
is a village hall. What business do you have here? If you just moved here, I strongly advise that you fill out a change of address form.
Oh no, we aren't here for anything like that.
Then get lost. Regardless, all village hall visitors must complete the proper forms. You can start with this one.
That's right. The village form is a puzzle.
Are
Great.
you serious?
Yeah, you have to fill in an application.
This is the thing. This is the thing about again, going back to what we were saying yesterday. In America, everybody is anime-ish, and the trial system makes no sense. In England, everybody communicates using puzzles. Puzzles are used as money. Puzzles are used as, stuff to fill requirements and shit like that. Everything in England revolves around puzzles, apparently.
Puzzles are used to prove your identity.
Do I sound better now?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes,
Okay,
that
so
works then.
2 shapes, one large and one small. Each is made up of little triangles. Dipping your fountain pen into the ink one gives you just enough ink to draw 4 little triangles as they put it in the shape on the left. So with that in mind, how many times do you have to dip your pen in order to draw the shape on the right that's made up of 36 triangles? So the smaller for the triangle, you actually only need to draw 3 triangles. To see for yourself, trace the shape on the touchscreen. Yeah, you might notice the puzzle describes the shape on the left as made up of 4 triangles. However, you could also say that this same shape is made up of 3 upward-pointing triangles. Try applying this way of thinking to the larger shape. Just how many... Well, you got it, right? If you only count the number of upward-pointing triangles in the large triangle, you'll get a total of 21. You can draw 3 upward-pointing triangles with 1 dip into the ink, so yeah, it's a matter of... This is a very basic math question. 21 divided by 3 equals 7.
Another puzzle solved.
Mm-hmm.
See? There you go. 3 triangles, therefore all you had to do was,
Oh, great maths. No!
Oh, come on. A 4th grader could solve this one.
Alright. Okay.
If this is how Britain worked in real life, I'd never get through life.
I'm surprised I got through it. Nicely done. As you might have noticed, everyone in this village is simply crazy about puzzles.
No kidding.
I strongly advise that you solve as many puzzles as you can.
Why?
Oh, and while I'm at it, I strongly advise that you drop in on Granny Riddleton next door.
Oh, she's called Riddleton. That's subtle.
She is a veritable treasure trove of puzzle-related informalia. Just remember, she's not always home. Why? I don't know.
Don't you worry, good sir. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved. That's an actual line from the next game.
Yes, and no true gentleman would knock on someone's door when they're not there.
So, what did I miss?
Not a lot, actually.
We went to the village hall and filled out the requirement to be in the village, and the form is a puzzle.
Yeah. So, would you say Shiro was able to pull off a sort of
She was kind of quiet.
So I did it.
Doesn't seem to be
And Wibbs' Luke voice is better than Shiroi's. But go ahead, Jova. You're back at least.
Right.
Indeed. I'm not quite sure what else lies beyond the door, but it's clear that there are puzzles hiding inside.
Oh, Professor, it feels like all we do is puzzles all day.
Well, that's the game, isn't it?
I mean, it feels like it's almost like you have a fetish for puzzles.
A true gentleman never has a fetish.
Alright, so let's see what this fat guy is up to.
Oh, I've just had it this time! I think I'm gonna explode!
Oh, this guy's face.
It looks like
Like a water balloon filled with rage!
Adamantium Ray!
What's that? Why am I angry, you ask? Why am I angry?
So yeah, you can
Let me in here, will ya? There are 3 idiots in the village, and we just can't stand each other!
So, are you saying that you're one of those 3 idiots?
Yes.
Fuck you!
Oh,
It's so bad that none of us want to see each other's ugly faces, but St. Mystere isn't a big place, right?
There can only be one village idiot.
Sometimes we cross paths on the way to work, and just like that, BAM! Time for a screaming match!
Oh dear.
So,
Dear, dear.
I
I
think
really wish I could find a way to stop bumping into each other in the mornings.
Hello!
Hang on, You look like you've got a good head on your shoulders.
Please don't look at me like that.
Do me a favour and help me out.
Professor, I thought you said that no true gentleman has a fetish. Why does that man look like he has one?
Well, Luke, that's because this man is...
Respect your elders, lad! Shut up and do the fucking puzzle!
No! Professor! He's scaring me!
The first thing you should try to do is connect any pair of blocks. That'll let where your next path can go. Each route is the easiest. The path between the B blocks is a straight line. D goes around to the north.
So it's connecting the sides?
Yeah. Yeah, as stated earlier, then connect the D block by drawing a pattern of the development. A goes south. Got it now? Yeah. So yeah, I'm showing. I'm always trying to show hints. Only
B
I didn't
to
show them.
D to...
Yeah, you have to do this without the lines crossing each other.
Right, so you have to connect them all without the lines crossing.
Exactly.
Okay.
That should do
There
it.
we go.
Another puzzle.
Yippee!
There. Now the three idiots will never cross each other.
Hopefully. Aw, thanks a million. I can finally get to work without blowing my top.
I really want to mention that I love this game.
I really mean it. You're a lot brighter than you look.
What do you mean we're? What do you mean we're a lot brighter?
Oh yeah, let me clue you in. See that big old mess of a tower beyond the village square?
What, you mean the burrow over there?
Take a tip from me. If you know what's good for you, you'll stay away from that thing.
Why, are there wizards worming in there?
Well, right then, I'm off. Thanks again, chum. What the fuck are you looking at? Bite it!
Oh, this guy has such hysterical anger management issues.
I'm sorry to trouble you, madam, but have you seen a white cat run by? You're actually right.
A white cat? Yes, it ran over that way, towards the park. And what, may I ask, are you planning on doing?
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
No, it's fine. I just caught it.
I forgot too that I was actually, now that I remember, I was actually thinking of just voicing this one myself. Sorry about that. I forgot that. That's a bit naive. Listen here, cats love treats, so try luring them with fish.
You're kidding me. We're just thinking of this now?
I've got some old fish bones around here that I'm sure the little thing would go wild over. I'd be happy to give them to you if you solve this puzzle for me.
Sure, why not?
Okay, Joe. Pig-pen partitions.
Okay. 7 prize-winning pigs are lazy thing about a pen. To make sure that the pigs don't fight with each other, you decide to section off the pen with 3 ropes. When you hit the ropes to some of the posts shown below and separate all the pigs from each other, remember, not even a snout or curly tail can sneak over each partition. So we can only use 3 ropes. How are we going to separate these pigs and make sure none of them go to meet any? Every single pig has to be isolated from the other pigs.
This puzzles.
Since you have 7 pigs to separate and only 3 ropes, it's basically a given that the ropes will have to overlap in places. Go ahead and hitch the ropes up a couple of times. You might just find the answer. Look at how the 7 pigs are arranged. Do you see the 1 pig in the middle? In order to separate them from the other pigs, you're going to have to surround them with rope on all sides. The 3 ropes need to be arranged in such a way that they surround and isolate the middle pig. Arrange your 3 ropes so that the little pig in the middle is surrounded completely. Next, look at how the ropes are arranged. You need to keep the middle pig surrounded. What? What is it, Jova?
I think, I was able to pretty much figure this one out thanks to something that I've done since elementary school. I'm not gonna spoil it for the audience. I'll bring it up. Aha.
Okay.
Yep. That's right. It's pretty much like with, those circles where you overlap each other to, have a simile and what's similar? Yeah, I've done that since elementary school, so I thought, hey, since I apparently need to get something in the middle, why not do it like that? And voila!
That poor pig in the middle has little to no space to move.
I'll say.
I know.
Even the pigs are bound to be happy with this arrangement. Can't say the same for the middle one.
Wow, Dibs.
Oh well.
It's like with 4 cartridges
Then-
Ace
oh, well.
Attorney calling what they were going to say. Then again, you are British,
well.
so you must know this game's roots.
Oh well.
Kind of.
Can't please everyone.
Well,
Okay,
hey.
so yeah, we've got ourselves
Hey,
some...
I guess
we
with the
got
middle
ourselves some
pigs
fish bones.
credits, I guess.
That guy still looks angry. I thought we dealt with him.
That guy gets so red up that he turns red like a tomato. He looks so
I'll handle this one.
silly.
Shut the fuck up! Get over there!
Oh, I guess that was just her one line.
Yeah. One particular unrefined thing about this game is that every time you click on someone, there's always the exclamation point. Like, no, it never changes. So you never know if they're going to throw a puzzle at you or not. But fortunately, starting with the second game, they changed it in the second game where when you click someone, if they're just going to talk to you, some white lines appear. But if they throw a puzzle at you, then the exclamation point appears. Which is, in my opinion, better.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this one. In the drawing below, 10 coins are arranged to form an equilateral triangle. The triangle is pointing up right now, but can you get it to the point down by moving 3 of the coins? So basically I have to invert this triangle by moving only 3 coins. I won't even look at the hints because I know how this puzzle is. Hold on. Now this is the part during the playthrough where I kind of, wait a minute, is it these or the other ones? I kind of, again, it's been a while, so I'm kind of, wait a minute, this isn't right. Don't mind this. This is me trying to remember the exact. Okay. All right, this time we're gonna do it.
Hopefully.
Here we go. See? Look at
And
that.
voila.
So,
There we go.
A different shape. Well, the triangle pointing downwards this time. Oh, is the game finicky with where you place the coins?
no, it's not. It's just me. It's because I'm playing with the mouse on the emulator, and trust me, it's much more comfortable when you do it with the stylus in the touchscreen. The game was clearly designed to be played on a touchscreen with a stylus, not with a mouse. So sometimes it can get kind of, but it's
Since there
doable.
are no capture cards in the UK for a DS, this is the only way to go, really.
Yeah. So it's not really worth the trouble to get a capture card for a Nintendo DS these days, seeing as how an emulator actually sometimes even upscales the graphics.
Go ahead, Drips.
Say, mister, it's full of puzzle lovers. Oh, god damn it!
Too late. Sorry.
You ruined me moment!
Okay, so let's...
Yeah, you ruined this fucking moment!
Hey look, it's Claudia!
But first, let's see what's in this jar. That filthy jar reminds me of a
Professor,
puzzle I
the
once
cat's
played.
right over there. Why don't we just get her?
How
No.
does the filthy jar remind you of a puzzle?
No.
Explain
No.
that to me.
No, a true gentleman never leaves a puzzle
But the
unsolved.
cat might get
Exactly.
away.
Our glass jar holds a single germ. After 1 minute, the germ splits into 2 germs. 1 minute after that, the 2 germs each split again, forming a total of 4
Is
germs.
Professor Layton obsessive compulsive or something?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Continuing at this rate, a single germ can multiply to fill the whole jar in exactly 1 hour. Knowing
It's
this,
like-
how long in minutes would it take to fill the jar if you had started with 2 germs?
He's like that guy out of that
Monk.
show. Chuck.
The answer is remarkably
Yeah.
simple. Considering the way this game has been going, you're probably thinking to yourself, "There's probably a trick to this." But no, it's exactly this simple. This is exactly why the game in the part 2 pointing us toward that candle puzzle, and the professor even said sometimes you shouldn't always. Sometimes you should also consider the obvious. You know, because that's what this game does to you. It gets you in that mindset where you're always thinking that there's always a trick to everything, and that's exactly what screws you over in some puzzles. So that's the key. One of the big keys to solving these puzzles: read
Why are
carefully
we taking
and
the jar
focus
with
on
us?
what's at. Because there's something in it.
Because we are.
But my boy, it's covered in crime.
My boy. This is where all true bloody
I think you're right.
Luke, reach your hand in and see what's inside, will you?
Okay. to do it.
Because you're my assistant.
Oh, screw it. Oh, right.
She
Sorry.
comes.
Now we can head back to Reinhold now. Ah,
She's so cute when she's not clawing at people.
Hey, I at least want to be the cat.
Are in this game.
12. I think that's the right number. 12.
I guess the 3DS games are longer.
Alright,
yeah.
right. Okay. So
This is only
who
the
wants
first
to be
game,
the cat,
so-
Shiroi or Dwibs?
I'll
She-
take
Leroy.
The cat. The only lines the cat has is meow. You don't really need voice acting for cat. But okay, fine.
Hey, come on, we had a voice actor for a parrot. Then again.
Yeah,
True.
me.
True.
But don't expect me to do the parrot
But the
voice.
parrot
tonight.
said numbers.
So yeah, so this is the game warning. From this point on, Granny Littleton will be at her home, and we can go there to solve puzzles of the
Nice.
Basically, the way this works, Joe already knows about this, but I'll explain it to you, Dwibs and Shiroi. Basically, when we complete a certain chapter, oh wait, Professor! Oh,
It's
something
okay,
awful.
Pedro,
Come
go
quickly,
on and explain.
please. No, it's important. What's the matter, Matthew? You're worried about the cat? You brought it back safe and sound.
The cat's cursed, you prat.
Oh well, my lady will be very happy to hear that. But this is no time to worry about
Yes,
cats.
because while you were busy doing with the
Just-
cat, it turns out the whole family was kidnapped in some evil scheme.
So
You're
you're
the famous Professor Layton then. The Christopher Miller also plays Inspector Chelmey, besides Layton, so I think I should be Chelmey. I'm the inspector on this case. Well, I hardly call it a case. If this is about Claudia, we've brought her back safe and sound.
Zero.
Of course, you're my baby. Mama missed you so much.
Have some sense.
It's my cat. How dare you?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of place. We don't know what's going on. Could you please fill us in?
No, fuck you.
There's been a murder,
Ace
Professor.
Attorney!
A
Come to
man
think
was
of it, he
killed.
is dressed a lot like Detective Gumshoe.
He's
I
meant
know,
that's
I know.
intentional.
Yeah.
The victim was a resident
Oh,
of this mansion.
Simon!
Simon?
He totally wasn't an asshole.
Approximately 2 hours ago, I received a report that a man had come to killed. Upon arrival at the scene, it was apparent to me that Simon was already dead.
If only the character was nicer.
Couldn't you just check his pulse?
I see. And the cause of death? I'm currently conducting an investigation to look into it. Well, unlike Gumshoe, Chelmey is actually competent, so I'm
He dropped dead.
The rest of the details concerning this investigation are classified. It's classified with, sorry.
Ah, fucking hell.
Speaking of details, who placed the call to the apartment?
You did, Professor.
Are your ears clogged? You deaf? Didn't I just tell you those details are classified? Alright everyone, I'll be taking statements from each of you in the other room. Come in, one by one. And let me make this clear. Under no circumstances is anyone to leave until I
Well, that's our cue to
everyone.
leave.
Yeah, okay, fuck you, we're leaving. Bye-bye.
Yeah, but it's
Okay,
okay
so-
for us to leave. We didn't do anything.
Okay, so already something is sounding extremely fishy in the plot, which is supposed to be a hint towards a later plot twist. So yeah, Dwibs, Jova knows what I'm talking about, but Dwibs and Shiro, think back to what happened before this murder. I mean, aside from the whole cat thing, what happened?
I'm sorry, my memory's not that good.
Oh, actually, Dwibs, you weren't around for part 2, so you wouldn't know anyway. Sorry. Okay.
There was a lot about inheritance.
Right. Do you mean
Here's a hint, Shiroy. What exactly did you use to enter into this village?
a key?
No.
No,
That
it was a
drawbridge.
Exactly. And, Shiroy, what happened during part 2? Oh wait, what's this?
The bridge broke again.
I'm sorry, I have no idea. But I thought it might be a clue, so I made sure to hold on to it. Okay, so, somewhere in the crime scene, this cog was found. Now, what is this cog? Amazing. It's a cog so small that one could search the room and miss it. Look, it's everything. Foreshadowing! Am I right? Foreshadowing! And Jova knows what I'm talking about. Now that you mention it, I know a puzzle about an object that almost fits this description.
Are you joking? A puzzle? At a time like this?
Jova has the best
Thank
voice.
you.
And he's not even
Hey,
British.
well then again, Christopher Miller isn't even British, and he does, and
Yeah, I know he is. I know he is.
he does an outstanding.
It's, yeah, it's because. Yeah, it's just I can't begin to tell you the amount of times I've heard American actors trying to do British accents, but they fail miserably. So hearing this is actually quite a nice, refreshing change of pace.
Oh yeah, Christopher Miller.
Definitely.
Christopher Miller is
It's what I learned in acting class. It's the idea is to be subtle, and you only do it Cockney when you're really doing something like an Australian or a pirate.
Oh yeah, if there's one thing I can definitely say, of course I'm not British, so of course I cannot judge as well as Dwid and Shir I can, but personally I think Christopher Miller is absolutely delightful as Layton.
No, he does a great job.
Yeah.
Like, you can't fault him anywhere.
Okay, if you flip the shape in diagram A, you get the shape shown in the upper right. Okay, I didn't explain this puzzle. Basically, this is one of those reverse puzzles where, okay, so you have a certain dot in a sheet of paper. Reverse the dot, turn the sheet around. Where exactly will that dot be now? Like, on the other side. Like, imagine if the dot was drawn on both sides in the exact same spot. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
Okay. We were talking, so I kind of missed out on explaining both the puzzle and the hints, but you'll see exactly what this puzzle is.
We'll understand it in the end.
Yeah.
Hey, I wonder if they'll ever go into what it means to be a true gentlewoman, eventually.
Another puzzle solved.
Well,
If they make a spin-off of that yellow jacketed girl at some point, then...
oh wait,
Emmy?
I'm afraid I don't know anything that would aid your investigation.
So what's the point?
This small cog is more than enough for us to go. Okay, back to what I was saying. So, Shiroi, you got it right. What we used to enter into this village was the drawbridge. What happened during part 2, Shiroi?
It broke.
So,
Again.
And as we learned from the mystery menu, the drawbridge is the only way to enter in and enter out of the city. So how the hell did Chelmey get here?
Lying, I guess?
You see? If you think about what's going on, something is not adding up. The writers are going somewhere with it. Like, I love the writing of this game, by the way. It's so awesome. The game is already showing you clear signs that something is... Oh yeah, we're missing Ramon.
Where is he, and what on earth is he doing? Matthew, fetch
Ramon.
Ramen at one.
My name's Ramon!
Be honest, my lady. Thinking about it, I've not seen Ramon for a few hours now. So...
Don't tell me he was part of this well!
Well,
yeah, I called it, he's dead.
So let's think about it. Someone was murdered, and Ramon isn't here. So obviously, as of right now, he's our prime suspect.
Maybe he's dead.
What? Go ahead.
Where could he be at a time like this? What if the murderer got Raymond too?
Ramon.
It's pronounced Ramon. Okay, so let's ask about the murder.
You know, one thing that is a little...
Yeah. We're pretty much doing this attorney right now. So Jova will like it.
You know, it's funny I should probably mention at this point. Seeing this in European text, you know one weird thing? You know how America had to wait forever for the localization of Capcom? You know, like, well, for the crossover? Well, guess what? When I was playing the Turnabout case, guess what? The words were all still in European. So, I wonder, what the heck was the point of making us wait for the localization, Capcom? I mean, if you weren't even going to change the text.
Wait. Didn't Nintendo do the localization?
No. The Ace Attorney games are localized by Capcom USA and Capcom Europe. But the Layton games, however, are localized by Nintendo Europe. So, which is why America is always the last one to get
so with the crossover, you think that, so for the crossover, America had to wait because of localization. But the text is still European! So I wonder, what was the point of making us wait for...
Remember, Jova, remember, the 3DS still has region locking.
I know that. So what I'm...
That's true.
So I guess it took them a while to convert from PAL to NTSC.
It's really weird because the DS
actually changed the text.
It really sucks because the DS
Sonic Colors even localized its spelling.
It's really weird because the DS was region free. What the hell did they bring the region locking back for the 3DS?
Because Nintendo.
But yeah.
Hell, I think even the old Game Boys and the Game Boy Advance were region free.
No, every single console, the only console made by Nintendo that is not region locked is the Nintendo DS. Every other console that's ever made is region locked.
But yeah, that's just annoying. We had to wait so long for a localization that doesn't make any sense text-wise.
And Microsoft is the same thing. The only company who believes in region free is Sony.
Wasn't the PS3 region locked?
Thank you, Sony.
Oh wait, never mind. My bad.
The PS1 and the PS2 were region locked, but after that, Sony said, you know what, fuck it.
PSP is region free.
You know, I wish they didn't region lock the DVDs.
Dwebs, is the Vita region free?
Yeah.
And the PS4 is also region free. So yeah, there's
Hooray!
Hey, where did Lady Julia go?
Oh yeah. Hold on, important here. I believe my lady has returned to the adjoining room to relax on her own. She's a strong woman, but it's only now that she needs rest after a terrible event like this.
So much for nobody leaving the room.
Very well then. Would you please let her know that I have something I'd like to talk to her about? But of course, Professor. Please wait here. Okay,
I'm sleepy.
Okay, so we've learned that something... Alright, so we've already learned that there's something wrong about Chelmey being here. And guess what? The plot is about to get even weirder. And in a good way, of course.
Does that pissed off anger management issued guy come back?
He does, actually.
Oh, of course, Professor. I apologize,
that
was wrong of me.
It's good, right? Like, even the NPCs in this... even the minor NPCs... It's good, huh? Even the minor characters in this game are memorable. It's awesome, right?
Yeah, like the pissed off angry person.
Yeah, we want them back.
Okay.
I want a game about him.
Okay,
He's a
alright,
detective who's also got problems with his attitude.
Alright, Shiro, you're up. I have a deep suspicion this murder is connected to the mystery of the golden apple.
What?
It's too early to say for sure, but I think that it's highly probable the two matters
Admit
are
it, Professor Layton. You looked up game facts.
And you think that Ramon is somehow involved?
Potentially, yes. However, as of yet, we don't have enough information to draw any solid conclusions.
I see. If that's the case, I have a request for you, Professor. Find Raymond and bring him back here to me.
Ramon.
It sickens me that I am being considered a suspect in this. I must prove my innocence at once.
As you wish, Lady Dahlia. We will ask around the village to see what we can find.
She did it, alright? She did it!
I appreciate your help, Professor. Well then, I'll be awaiting the good news in the parlor.
Okay, and now... Oh wait, turns out it... Wait, does it happen? No, it doesn't happen in this one, actually, it's in part 4. Okay, my bad. Okay, as soon as part 4 starts, the plot gets even weirder, in a good way. But, Alright, we'll see what
Sorry about
happens
that short
next,
bit of absence. My parents were asking if they could borrow one of my suitcases.
Anyway, we're done with part 4, actually part 3, so bye guys.